Hey guys, it's Jack here for those of you who don't know me.
And I am Jo, and we are currently at Tokorau Freedom Camping Beach, which we found on this app called
Wikicamps.
Wikicamps.
Yeah.
Highly recommend.
Really good app. It's a $3 app, but I think it's well worth it. Yeah, so a lot of people have asked to have a look at our van, so we're going to do a little tour through our van and show you our home for the next 4 or 5 months.
We're driving a manual 2003 Toyota Hiace.
One of the goals for the trip is to teach Jo manual.
I'm gonna learn from the master.
I'm definitely not the master. Far from the master. I only learnt like a year ago.
You're the master.
I'm not the master.
He's the master.
No.
Goodbye!
So let me show you inside the kitchen area. Come on in. So as I see here, this is 2 little shelves we have for our everyday essentials. Sunscreen mainly, lots of that, because it's very hot here in New Zealand. Some moisturiser and some oil. Now as we come in, we have a little stool here, which is perfect for sitting and not hitting your head on the roof, which is really helpful. First thing I want to show you is we've got a little USB port here, which is great for charging phones and everything. We have the switch, which we can turn on and off, so we're not using extra battery power, which is always helpful. Next we have a little switch here, which is for the LED lights, which you can see up on the roof here. Really handy, obviously at night time. Gets nice and bright, so you can cook at night if you need to. Next we have 2 little hooks. One's for our wok. One is little fresh fruit bags, which we keep all our fresh fruit in. Next we have the power point, which is perfect for charging our laptops, cameras. Everything that comes out of here takes from the inverter first before it takes from our second battery, which we have our main battery in the front, second battery here, and then an inverter. So we hopefully never run out of electricity. Come on this side, we'll show you our fridge. Does what a fridge does, keeps things cool, which is perfect for summer. Definitely needed in a summer trip. Up here we have our tap, which is electric, which is obviously connected to the second battery as well. Nice and easy. We've got this new switch, flick it over, water comes out. Nice and easy like that.
Bob's your uncle.
It's really handy. We checked out a few vans that had hand pumps, and it's a lot easier than having a hand pump, having to pump all the time. Last, chopping board, Velcro and a rubber mat, which is beautiful so it doesn't go anywhere when you're driving. Next, Jo is going to show you the rest of the kitchen area. Peace.
Alright, rest of the kitchen. So here we have more storage. Plates, bowls, laundry detergent, little knickknacks, food items, noodles, canned goods, more noodles. And then here is the garbage, which fits perfectly in this little cubby hole with some dish soap and cleaning spray. More cubby for knickknacks, and then here we have our jar cloth and cutlery and other knickknacks. Lots of knickknacks. Our babies that are actually really great to have for cooking. Basil, parsley. We don't have anything for that one yet. And then breakfast, just a little holder. The last people had this van put their toothbrushes in there. We just have pens. And then here's a little spice rack, which is actually quite nice. And the way that it's set up is a good idea, just to make sure that nothing falls out when we're driving. There's a magnet here, and then a magnet in the back. Cleverly planned. Here we've got storage, so this is just my things. Underwear, just easy to reach items that are more convenient. And then here we have our electronics, which are kept, like, this is a pretty nice safe space. It's actually an old picnic basket, but we prefer to keep our electronics in there, and then that just jacks things. Paper products, and just some wipes, which are super handy, music, and that's about it. Next thing I'd like to show you is our storage. We have 2 bins down here. One is for gas cookers, and the other one just has some pantry items. And then this is our bedroom. Our feet hang off of it sometimes if we're sleeping just straight across, so we shift over and sleep diagonally sometimes. It also turns into a table that we don't really use very often. Actually, we haven't used it once yet, if I'm being honest, just because of the hassle of turning it into one, and just can't be bothered. I don't know, we don't find that we really need it that often. We have a mirror here, which is quite handy. I feel like it looks nice as well. Magazines. And then we also have some fairy lights back here. You can't really see anything at the moment, but it's really nice and handy because when we go to sleep at night, it's easier just to shut them off. Here's one of the best features, I would say, of the van, actually, because we get a lot of fresh air and can let some of the heat out when we're cooking and all that kind of stuff, some of the moisture. And it opens easy, you just twist this knobby and then it closes and opens and closes and whatever you like. Here we also have an extra light. This is a good little storage area on the sides of the bed, we find, when it's pushed up against on the sides of the walls and the door. It's easier to, I don't know, move around, I guess. You don't feel like you're as confined in such a small space, which is nice. That's about it, I think. Yeah.
Alright, welcome to the back of the van. Pretty simple. There's not much I can show you here, but obviously have the boot, which leads right up against our bed, which is amazing when you laying in bed overnight or afternoon or even during the day. You get to look at views like this, which doesn't get much better than that. A cool little feature is we spin both of these, so we get this one and this one, and it raises up even higher, so you get more of that view, which is pretty incredible. Down each side of the van, if we pull this out, it's just a long hallway where it's just storage on each side. Me and Joe both have a side each where we have our big plastic tubs where we keep all of our clothes. We also have our laundry bag, toiletries, and other jazz. Next, I'm going to show you the backside of our electronics. So, welcome to the side. This is where the magic happens. It's not the bedroom. Back of the fridge, this is the inverter. So this goes to the 2 power points I showed you from the inside of the van. So when we plug in our electronics into that point, it takes from here first, and then it takes from our second battery, which is down here. We have our electric tap, all the wiring down into the second battery, and this charges every time we drive. So when we're driving, it charges up the second battery and the inverter, so we should be all good with electronics when we get into the van. Everything the van needs: 2 water tanks, one for fresh water, one for grey water. Down here we just have good old knickknacks. We have a hose, which is good for filling up the water. You don't have to pull the tanks out, you just hook the hose up. And we have over here a power lead, so if we ever get to a powered site, we can hook that power lead up into here and have unlimited power for the night.
That's what we like.
Yeah. That's it. Next we'll just show you what the van looks at night time.
Welcome back. It's nighttime now, and this is kind of what it looks like when we just have the fairy lights on. The LEDs.
LED lights gets it nice and bright.
You can see that's actually pretty bright. We get the mood lighting with the fairy lights, which is great. Yeah, leave us some comments if you've ever done van life or if you would do it. This is our first video and it's taken us a long time to put it together, so give us some love. And we'll see you in the next one, hopefully. Bye!
Bye!
Bye!